This is the new Hosim X25. A 1/8 scale, 4-wheel drive, truggy style RC basher. Now this is the new X25 from Hosim. They're calling it a 1/8 scale. This is 4-wheel drive. It has a 360/60 brushless motor in here and 85 amp ESC. To be honestly speaking, it comes very, very well packaged. The box is of good quality. There's lots of details showing on the box, like the light bar, the 9kg digital servo, the wheelie bar, and the specifications of the general car. Some general user instructions. And what Hosim really want to show you on this car is the new spiral cut differentials, which they say are as tough as hell, and they have tested these over 300 times without any failure whatsoever. But let's see. Okay, so without any further ado, let's see what's in the box. In the box you do get an instruction manual with your basic exploded views and parts numbers, some miscellaneous baggy, whatever the hell these are, a USB charging lead, an accessory bag which includes 2 little screwdrivers, a hex tool, some spare body clips and some tethers and wheel nuts. And of course, you get the actual car. Now the car itself doesn't look too bad, to be honest with you. I really like the black on black livery. You do have tethered body clips so you don't lose those. There are some roof skids on here to protect your roof, a large rear spoiler, wheelie bar, nice rubber tires, a big front spoiler with LED bar. As an aluminium chassis plate, they used Phillips hardware. Now you'd think by now that most RC companies would have converted to hex hardware. As always, I have chosen to tape up the body just to make it that little bit more durable. And here's your first look inside the car. Inside the car you will find this 2600 milliamp 3-cell 25C LiPo battery with a Dean's connector. Now a Dean's connector on a 1/8 scale car. Quickly looking inside the car, we do have metal shocks and they do have adjustment rings. Honestly, the springs do feel a little bit bouncy. Now it probably needs a little bit thicker oil in there. The steering links and the camber and towing links are a relatively good thickness. They look relatively beefy and chunky. Here is your 9kg digital servo. There is a servo saver in here. This is your 3660 kV brushless motor, and there is a heatsink and cooling fan on there. 85 amp 2-in-1 ESC. Now this is supposedly 3S to 4S capable. For today's test, we're sticking to 3S. Plastic 8 arms all around. They're about 1 inch wide, relatively good thickness, but don't forget, we're meant to be looking at 1/8 scale today. One thing to note, that the chassis plate itself for a 1/8 scale is rather small. I mean, they've obviously extended the length of the entire car, or the entire chassis, with these elongated cantilevered bumpers and the rear spoiler. Now looking at the diff housing though, it's quite small for 1/8 scale. It looks more to 1/10 scale to me. Hosim have made a point that their new helical or spiral cut diff gears are extremely durable. We will test that. But what I did notice is they offer very, very little resistance. Now this could be due to the fact that the diff oil they're using is either very, very thin or non-existent. But let's not judge this too quickly. We're still to test it. We'll see. Alright, first things first, let's try a little speed test. Now the claimed speed on their social media is 50 miles per hour. Let's see. Our cameraman of choice today is Norman from Liverpool, UK. Sorry for the terrible accent, guys. Forgive him. He's from Liverpool. He's a Scouser. GPS is on. Now I don't really have an awful lot of space for a speed run here. The track is extremely dusty and there is a turn, but here we go, that's full out. I seem to have lost range, by the way. It's not really that far away, so full whack on the way back. Seems awfully slow for, you know, 1/8 capable or 1/8 4S capable truck. Whoops. Let me try and bring that back. Again, a little bit out of range. Stop. Read. 33 kilometers an hour, guys. I'll take a screen cap just in case you can't see that. But yeah, quite a little bit off. The throttle is on full, and that's as fast as I can get it here. Let's see how it works off-road. I'll be perfectly honest with you guys, I'm not sure if this truck is extremely slow or there's something wrong with it. I don't think you're going to see any backflips, guys. Now I can see why they say the diffs are very durable, because so far the X25 is as slow as fuck. That's the maximum jump I can get out of it. This is running the stock 3S battery, guys, and yep, I'm not sure, really not sure. It could be the diff oil, it may be the battery. It doesn't even have the power to pull its own nose up. So maybe it would require a 4S battery. The wheels are not really big. You could get bigger wheels, but it just doesn't have the power. It's hardly even clearing those jumps at all. The X25 barely has enough power to make it up this slightly larger jump. I'm going to take a bigger run up, but I don't think we're going to get much because the speed is just not, it's just not there. You see, it just basically, it kind of falls off the jumps rather than jumping off the jumps. Is it fun? I'm not having too much fun with this. I guess the radio works well, it doesn't look too bad. It's definitely not a 1/8 scale. It's an elongated 1/10. Oh, you. It didn't even hurt crashing into myself. Norman laughing because I hit myself with the truck. It's always funny when someone gets hit by a truck, right? I'm going to give it another chance. I'm going to change a slightly better battery with more discharge and see if it's any better. I don't have a 4S, but it's a 3S 130C discharge. Let's see how it goes. But I'm not impressed so far. I'm not even smiling about it. Alright guys, this is a new 3S battery, 100 cell discharge. I got a little bit more punch, hasn't gained much in speed. What I can tell you is, well, the steering works okay. The suspension is better than I thought it would be. I can't tell you anything about air control because I'm not getting any air. Give me air. Nope, no air. Durability wise, I can't see me breaking it or doing much damage at this speed and these minor little bunny hops. Now the radio seems to cut out occasionally. I'm not sure if it's range or just some sort of latency. I don't know what you guys are thinking. I got better air there, not doing such a big run up. Okay, I'm gonna call it a day. Let's get back to the table, I'll give you my breakdown. This is a first time RC user, Norman, what do you think?
Not too bad, but I think it could be go faster.
It could be faster. Have you seen a fast RC before?
Yes.
Okay. You'll not fucking believe this, guys. What we just found out, or what Norman found out, is this thing actually goes faster going in reverse than it just goes forwards. Check this out.
Oh yes!
I mean, I just cleared a fucking tree going backwards. So I reckon, yes, the car is definitely faulty. Out of the factory, something is wrong. I think the forwards and backwards is somehow reversed, and I've no idea how to switch around because the ESC is a 2-in-1 and it's not programmable. So, Hosim, QC, look into it. So, you see, I've reversed the 2 outer wires. Let's see if we get an actual forward-going faster car. That's better. Now, yes, now we have air control. I think possible backflip if we got a better jump. And the issue was the motor wires were reversed. I didn't expect it.
Almost took me out.
Sorry, mate. That is definitely not something I expected. Not something I'd happen on any other car. It wants to backflip. I'm gonna let it. Nope, not on that one. Not quite, but that's the jump, not the car. I'm gonna find you a better jump and let's keep going. I was gonna cut this video, but I'm gonna keep going for a bit now. Now that we have some actual speed, we can get some proper jumps. What do you think now, Norman? Woo!
That almost hit the lamppost.
It almost hit the lamppost. I heard the ding, and yeah, the battery's out. Let's put that back in and try again. Now I'm enjoying it. Now this is the bomb. Now everything I said earlier, ignore. Except for the size issue. Now definitely a QC issue out of the factory. Wires being reversed or a setting in the ESC should never have happened. Now this is powerful. Oops, air control, it is there. I didn't quite make the somersaults or the backflip, so I pulled out of it. It does have the power to do that. Still running 3S. And don't forget, guys, this is a 4S capable RC. Woo! Back flipping the land. Like I said, guys, forget everything I said earlier about this car being slow. It is not slow. Now it's fast. Definite QC error, like I said, should never have happened. But out of 3S, this car has more than enough power. Now we got some serious air. Okay. First front flip of the day, guys. Oh, in the ditch. Woo! Yes, landed. Massive somersault, and it survived. Now, Hosim, sorry about everything I said earlier, but I guess the QC error was kind of inexcusable. Luckily, we did find it out, and there is some redemption on this X25 running 3S today. capable of backflips. So serious speed. Well, we're not going to do the speed run again, unfortunately, but I am going to bash it a bit more, and then I'm going to hand the controls over to Norman to enjoy. Ah, and it cut out. And as I said, guys, from the beginning of the video, Dean's connector on an 8th scale monster truck, not always the best idea. That connector has melted and the wiring has pulled out. Yes, a little bit of redemption from Hosim. After changing the wires around, this truck proved to be powerful, fast, and it was pretty durable, and except for the Dean's plug, I guess. Let's get back to the table. I'll give you a conclusion. Okay guys, so that is our test with this new Hosim 1/8 scale X25, and I'm happy to report there is no breakage to the car. Like literally none at all. Everything is straight, the chassis is straight, the wheels are straight, the arms are unbroken. The only damage was the melted Dean's plug. Now most of you are probably going to cut that off and change it to whatever connector you want to use anyway. The body itself has held up pretty well. I did tape it, but the material was already pretty thick on the body. Now I did start off this video and I pretty much hated the entire truck. It was slow and the range was bad. Now thankfully Norman managed to find out the problem, that it was going faster in reverse than it was going forwards, and after switching out the motor wires it became a proper monster. This Hosim X25 is available on Amazon for $269.99, and there is a $20 discount. It is also available on Hosim's own website for $279.99, and there is a 10% discount with the coupon code I have left in the link down below, which will take you to a total price of $251.99. Now, could I recommend this truck? Yes, it turned out pretty good. There are some faults, obviously. The Dean's connector, its size not being true 1/8, and the lack of the hex hardware. Generally small issues. There was a small QC error from Hosim, but if you do buy this truck and you find the same error, at least now you know how to correct it. If you did enjoy this video, don't forget to give it a like. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. In the meanwhile, please feel free to enjoy one of these.